Hey, what's going on, guys? So, I'm basically completely out of time today. Went away with a couple of my friends. We went just kind of around, you know. Haven't had a day out of the workshop in a couple weeks now. Went to a camping store and an adult store. Two places where it's not uncommon for the staff to pitch a tent. I mean, I didn't know that arseless chaps were that expensive, but I suppose it compounds on yourself when you buy like 8 pairs. So, these are some really cool modifications that I did in videos previously, and I want to do a combination of the two of these. Because I don't have that much time, I'm thinking of going for a piece swap between them, because I have all of the necessary components between these to make a hexagonal 5x5 prism. Now, I know what you're thinking, a piece swap is not the coolest modification, especially if I'm making a hexagonal prism as my end product. And I would agree with you, I actually want to revisit the hexagonal prism because I don't really like how this puzzle has gone. You see, I've got this really weird Olsing effect, and I'm not a huge fan of it. It's the main reason why I didn't cut the stickers out for it to begin with. I played it off as though I didn't have that much time, but I had plenty of time. I just don't like it. So I want to revisit this puzzle later on, and I want to make it better, and I want to have these... I don't want to have as much Olsing on these faces. I want to do it properly. But I figured that since I'm here and I have the necessary pieces to kind of swap, and then all I have to do is extend out just here, 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 and then on the other side, I don't really have to do that much more work to turn this puzzle into a hexagonal prism, so that's what I'm gonna do today. And because the sun is already going down and we've got the long rays here, I'm definitely not going to be able to get any pretty B-roll, so I don't mind if this puzzle doesn't look too good, just as long as it functions right. And I'll probably throw some stickers on half of it so you can kind of get a fair idea of what it looks like. But for now, none of that cinematography crap. I'm just going to jump straight into this, and I'm going to start building this puzzle. So, where's my blade? I tell you, I'm not entirely certain this is the direction I want to go with this build video. These extensions took a lot longer than I was expecting. It's currently 1 in the morning and I haven't even finished sanding. Well, I've only just started sanding them all down. I've only got one here that's sanded, so... I'm not sure if this is what I want to do for today's build. It's a little late to change my mind, but I don't see myself getting this done tonight. And I'm certainly not going to keep going until it's done, because by that time I'm not even going to have any time left to edit the video, so... what can I do? Ah, I know. Why don't I take a step back? I've got all of these pieces here, and the only part that I'm missing is the top and bottom, and I used pieces from a half-truncated cube in order to do that, but I still have 2 more of those sections from the original unused half-truncated cube. So if I was to use this piece here, and I'll put this in focus, if I was to use this piece here and this piece here as the top and bottom of the enclosed cube, I'd be back to square one with those flat pieces. But if I was just to accept that and then sticker up what I had left, then I'd have a completely different looking puzzle that I don't think I've seen before. Alrighty, that's what I'm going to do for this build. I'm abandoning ship, and I'm going to go for the easy, simple piece swap route. I guess I'll finish that for tomorrow's video, so I do have some footage that you're probably not going to see, which I'll just slot into tomorrow's. But hey, that might mean that I might actually get some nice B-roll, finally. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to swap these pieces with these and reassemble this whole thing. And I'm going to try and keep the color scheme correct, which I think I might ruin. Oh well. Alright, well that looks pretty good. I mean, talk about throwing something together at short notice. I actually think that I got something pretty good going on here. I did end up having to use pieces that had multiple of the same color. So I got yellow here, and I've got yellow up here as well. So I'll see what I can do there. But I think I've got what looks like the emergings of a warm-cold scheme. So I might throw some aqua on here, and we'll see what happens. It's a shame that I couldn't get the hexagonal prism done, but I actually just worked out after I finished filling all those pieces, I missed these ones, which is kind of unfortunate. So I wouldn't have been able to complete it anyway, even if I did. So good decision on my part after making a bad decision, but you know, can't win them all. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to throw some stickers on this and we're going to see what it looks like. Boom, check it out. I actually think this looks pretty cool. So I've got the cool triangular faces on the top and bottom. Kind of reminds me of an anti-prism in a way. And then I've got the regular cubic color scheme. Obviously it's not the correct color scheme because I didn't kind of think about that beforehand. And then I've got these faces which are stickered up normally. I don't actually have enough sticker colors to sticker this entire puzzle up, so I'm also not going to bother with that because I'm going to make a hexagonal prism tomorrow. But overall, I think this actually looks pretty cool. It's a shame that I didn't have that much time today to actually do something interesting, but I think this will get me by for now. I didn't even know if this puzzle has been done before. I'll have to do some research a little later on and see if this is worth revisiting. But for now, it turns just like you would expect. If I can do a checkerboard pattern, it's a little tight. And there it is in a checkerboard pattern. Wow, that looks crazy. I'm sure it'd look even cooler if it had even more colors on it, but I really like the I like this effect. It looks pretty cool. I might explore this a little more later on. But anyways, I hope you guys like this puzzle, and I'll be back with an even cooler modification. Anything's cooler than this, I suppose. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.